Well, right now it's a battered quarterback room. You got several guys that are dealing with injury, and then you also have to throw in the fact that Joe Flacco, the veteran of the group, more than likely will not play. I know more than likely he will not play. So there's a situation brewing to where if Shedeur is unable to go, and it looks like he will not be able to go, if Gabriel is unable to go, you're looking at a situation where Huntley may be the only quarterback available because right now we know Kenny Pickett has a hamstring issue he's dealing with. So the Browns may have to bring in, get this, one more quarterback to play in this football game on Saturday against the Philadelphia Eagles. So that is certainly a possibility. But hopefully for Gabriel, he is able to go.
Everybody was talking about Shador's debut. He looked good. What did you think? I'm sure you had a good vantage point for his preseason debut.
Yeah, I probably had the best vantage point you could possibly have, literally being on the sidelines and on the one touchdown pass that he threw. I was in the back of the end zone looking at the play. And at first I was like, yes, 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 because it was an incredible pass and throw. The level of difficulty on that play was incredible. One of the reasons why we're so excited here in Cleveland, because he put on a lot on display on last Friday, as far as he played. So really my thought is this injury to this oblique right now could not come at the worst time because he has so much momentum going in his favor in his way.
Do you think the oblique injury could, prevent him from climbing up the depth charts right now?
It stands in the way because again, he was fourth on the depth chart. And obviously, if you're fourth on the depth chart, that's puts you way behind. And you could certainly make the argument that after his performance on last Friday, that he should be at the number two spot in comparison to what Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel have done thus far. And obviously, Steve Huntley's on the roster as well. But the way I see it, yeah, that's certainly going to hurt his cause because now he's in a spot to where guys can move forward and get ahead of him. And the more he sits out, the more it holds it back. But more importantly, just the groundswell and of support and just the play that he put out there on last Friday was so not good on his part that you want to see him go out there. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure what other people are going to be looking forward to this weekend with preseason games with him not playing.
It seems like there's such excitement around him from the fan base. Is that the feel you get from hearing from the fans on the radio and everything?
It's not just the Cleveland fan base, it's the National Football League audience across the nation, across the globe who are all excited and definitely intrigued by one Shadur Sanders. So again, it's a level of support I've never seen for a preseason game, a level of attention being paid to one particular player. So he certainly has the it factor going in his way.
If he was healthy, would he have a shot to take over the job week one, or you don't see them moving so quickly to that?
I do not see them right now being that aggressive because Joe Flacco still needs to play. We've seen him play in preseason practices, but we have not seen him play an actual game. And if Shadur were to go against the Philadelphia Eagles in practice and he was putting up crazy numbers at that 70% threshold that he's been consistently throwing at, and then giving you a similar performance to what took place against the Panthers, one would like to think he'd be in the conversation, but I still think the Browns are going to take more of a conservative approach in regards to how they bring him along. But he's certainly made a great statement for his cause last week, and it's such a shame that he will not be able to play this week due to that oblique injury.
A lot has to happen, and there are injuries throughout the room. But does your gut still tell you? Does the team is Joe Flacco week one starter if it goes as planned?
Yeah, my gut's telling me that. Hell, my eyes are telling me that. What I see from him lets me know he's more than likely going to be that guy, unless something unfortunate happens to where he plays bad or some type of injury wants to occur. I right now really just see it being Joe Flacco's job for the time being.
The fans are invested. If it doesn't, the team doesn't start off well, there's going to be a call. They're going to want to see Shador out there. Do you see Shador playing under center for the Browns this season?
Yeah, I could totally see that being a possibility because it happens every season. Every season, at least two or three guys are on the center for our football team here in Cleveland. So that would not be a stretch to say that that's a high possibility and probability of him being under center. And to be honest with you, most fans want him under center right now and don't want to see anyone else but Shedeur Sanders, even with the oblique injury.
How motivated is this kid? The last we talked was after the draft, and you made the comparisons to that quarterback who won three Super Bowls with you. How he seems super extra motivated to prove all the other teams wrong for passing on him.
Yeah, he certainly does. And what I appreciate about what he's doing is the fact that he's in a spot to where he's from a family that has means. His dad is obviously Deion Sanders, and a lot of times when you deal with people who have parents like that, they don't want it. They don't have that level of drive and desire. And this guy, with every play, he's trying to make it happen. So you see that and you appreciate that. And more importantly, he's trying to create his own name and his own legacy. And obviously, he has big shoes to fill, and he's not trying to fill his dad's shoes per se. But it's really, really impressive to me how he's going about his business, and that everything that took place in the draft, he's not letting it hold him back. He's had a great attitude. He doesn't act like he's owed anything, and you really do appreciate that.
If to complicate things even more, there's reports out of the area yesterday that Deshaun Watson could play for the Browns this season, which didn't seem like a possibility. Would that complicate it? And how, and do you even see that as a possibility that he'll be on the field this year?
I say that jokingly that it could happen because of the just because I like intrigue and I'm in the business of intrigue and speculation as well. But I would be surprised if it did occur because at this point, when is he going to be ready? You'll have four guys, and the whole pup list and what that represents is more unlikely, I believe, the situation that Deshaun Watson will find himself in more so than anything else. But anything's possible because, again, if you keep on going through quarterbacks and next thing you know, say they all are injured and he is available, why would you not play him?
Deshaun Watson brought in by Andrew Berry, Kevin Stefanski. Is the seat getting hot for these guys in Cleveland? Is this the year they need to turn things around? There's a lot of uncertainty, obviously, at quarterback.
I'd say no. I don't get the sense and feel that the seat is hot. I sense and feel that the owner, Jimmy Haslam and D Haslam, have a sense and feel that, hey, we understand the Watson deal did not work out for us. We're trying to overcome that, and we're trying to put our best foot forward. They understand that they're directionally correct with Andrew and Kevin, and they work very well as a team. The success has been there. This is, a matter of fact, since 1999 return to the Browns, this has been the best this has been the best group of guys to work for them as far as winning is concerned and making it to the playoffs. So I think they have in their mind that, hey, these are guys we're sticking with. We know that we've been short on draft picks because of the Watson trade, and we're going to give these guys another shot. So I don't sense right now that they're on the hot seat by any stretch of the imagination.
Last thing for you, Gerard, the question the fans want, put your crystal ball, look into the crystal ball. What week is Shedeur Sanders starting for the Cleveland Browns?
Well, if for Shadur Sanders fans, if everything goes wrong with the record, and if you look at the Browns schedule, it's a pretty tough slating early on. If you find yourself 1-5 or 0-6 by the time that bye comes around, then you're gonna have to put somebody out there because that means things were not working out with Joe Flacco. So that could happen after the bye week, or if Joe Flacco plays well, we may not see Shedeur Sanders unless there's an injury. So I would say if the things don't go well, you'll see him sooner rather than later.